Hello my dear students, I am Mandeep and welcome to my class. Today in this video I am going to discuss part 2 of Madam Rides the Bus. On one fine spring afternoon, Wali finally decided to take the ride. Wali shouted to the driver to stop the bus. The bus then slowed down. The conductor was quite doubtful of that little girl, that if she could travel alone. Wali showed the money to the conductor. He said she had in her hand to clear his doubts. Then the conductor stretched his hand out to help her to get in the bus. But she refused to take his help. She got on the bus by herself. She boarded the bus. The conductor was a jocular, means he jokingly called her madam and asked everybody to move aside to make way for madam. Here at this point, you must have the answer of this question, that why did the conductor call Wali madam? Right? Prepare your answer for this question. There were only 6 to 7 passengers in the bus and they were all looking at Wali and they were laughing with the conductor as well. Looking at the Wali, they were laughing at the conductor. Wali took an empty seat. Then the bus moved with a roaring sound. Very speedily that bus moved. So here we have the description of the bus. It was a new bus. Its outside painted a gleaming white with some green stripes along the sides. Inside, the overhead bars shone like silver, like kind of rods which were there upon their head. Those bars were shining like silver. Directly in front of Wali, above the windshield, there was a beautiful clock. The seats were soft and luxurious. Wali devoured everything with her eyes, means she was looking at things. But when she started to look outside, she found her view cut off by a canvas blind that covered the lower part of a window. Means there was a curtain on the window that covered the view. So she stood up on the seat and peered over the blind. The bus was now going along the bank of a canal. The road was very narrow. On one side there was canal and beyond it, what was there? Palm trees, grassland, distant mountains and the blue sky. On the other side was a deep ditch and then acres and acres of green fields, green as far as the eye could see. And everything was so enchanting. Suddenly, Wali heard someone forbidding her to stand. Means she was advised by someone to sit on her seat. She sat down, but she looked around to see who had spoken to her. It was an elderly man who was considerate, means he was concerned about her. But Wali got annoyed, means she got angry with his interference. Here we are on page number 121. Wali very proudly announced that she had paid his 30 paise like everyone else had paid, so she was not a child. The conductor also chimed in, means he spoke something, that she was a grown-up madam because she had made her payment towards the fare of the bus and she was travelling to the city all alone. Wali looked at the conductor very angrily. Wali remarked that she was not a madam and the conductor had not yet given her the ticket. Wali had actually paid the money to the conductor, but the conductor had not given her the ticket. Everybody laughed at little girl's attitude. Wali also joined them. The conductor handed her the ticket and asked her to sit comfortably. He actually stared on her why she was standing if she had paid for the seat. She answered that she wanted to. And one more time, he again advised her to sit on the seat and he said, you may fall or you may hurt yourself when the bus makes a sharp turn or hits a bump. Hits a bump means to hurt or hit oneself with a jerk. That's why he said her to sit down. And there in that conversation, the conductor said child to her, and on this Wali got irritated, and she said that she was not a child, she was 8 years old. And there again the conductor said, of course, how stupid of me, 8 years old you are, my. And then after, he didn't say madam to her. The bus stopped, some new passengers got on the bus, and the conductor got busy for a time. Afraid of losing her seat, Wali finally sat down. Then after, an elderly woman came and sat just next to her seat. She interfered, means intervened, if she was all alone. Wali found the woman absolutely repulsive, means she disliked that lady, because she had such big holes in her earlobes and such ugly earrings she was wearing, and she could smell the betel nut the woman was chewing. That Wali could smell the betel nut, means that pan Wali smell that she was chewing, and this Wali got irritated because of that. And she also saw that betel juice that was threatening to spill over her lips, means किसी भी वक्त मुंह से बाहर आ सकता था. She actually disliked that lady and said to herself, who could be sociable with such a person? ऐसे बंदे के साथ कौन बात करेगा? But Wali replied her, she answered her curtly, means showing kind of displeasure, and she said that yes, she was traveling alone and she had got a ticket too. At this point, the conductor intervened and he said, yes, this girl is on her way to town and she has paid 30 paise ticket. Then Wali got irritated by the conductor, and she put a remark on him with a laughing tone, and she said that why he didn't mind his own business. At this, Wali laughed and the conductor laughed too. But the old woman went on with her drivel, means she kept on asking silly and nonsense questions to the girl. If it was proper for such a young person to travel alone, if she knew exactly where she was going in town, what was the street, what was the house number? There, the girl, Wali, replied curtly. She said, don't bother me. You need not bother about me. I can take care of myself. Then she turned her face towards the window and stared out. Here at this point, you must prepare your answer for why didn't Wali want to make friends with the elderly woman. This is all about part 2. We'll cover part 3 tomorrow. Thank you.